When I was in college, I legally parked my bike onto a signpost. I did this because all the bike slots were overflowing every day, and there just wasn't enough parking for all the students. So I locked it to a nearby signpost. I can't remember what it said, probably no parking lol. Anyway, went to class, and when I came out it had a lock on it from the campus police along with a ticket. It was one of those heavy-duty U-shaped metal bar locks. I walked home that day, then later at night when nobody was around, worked the signpost out of the ground, which was compact crushed stone, and got my bike free. The lock was still on my frame, but I could ride it. I laid the sign on the ground, rode back home, then the next day I borrowed a stone wheel attachment for a drill and cut through the lock. It wore down the attachment, but I got out of a $15 ticket. Yes, I was an ass, but I was determined not to let the man win.
My truck got towed from a completely legal space once upon arriving at the tow lot. The gate was open. I got in my truck and drove away.
Shades of war. I parked my car once at college in an apparently invalid parking spot. It got towed and I had to walk 3 miles to the impound and pay $165. To get it back it'd take the $15 ticket any day.
This is the funniest shit, but I can't believe they did tow it or beat it or something. Our local junior college has branded police cars occupied with city cops. I have the tickets to prove it all.
Most colleges will assume you're a student and hand not getting there. Transcripts or grades released over your head for a ticket other than that. There's nothing they can do. Towed from legal spot and gate open sounds like it was opposite day.
Kinder more are all malicious complaints. If you don't pay you don't get your grade. School. See ya.
I love this comment. How did they give you a ticket without knowing your license plate? Believe it or not, I knew a guy that did this with his car. For 2 years at college he never registered it to a permit and had several $100s in parking tickets, and they never towed him. And I love you, random citizen. I had to read this like 5 times just to make sure you we're talking about School of Rock.
Genetic reserve parking. Weird school you went to.
My college had its own police force, not security, actual cops. Nice gif. Wouldn't recommend calling them rent-a-cops. Where I am from, all the state universities are policed by real cops with training by the state troopers. Essentially can arrest and charge you accordingly.
Thankfully that's illegal in some places.
WTF lol. At my college they do take down your license plate and VIN too. Figure who you are and then ticket you lol. So is providing enough racks to meet demand, if the alternative is encouraging crime. On my campus they'll put a hold on your account and won't let you access some basic things like certain homework software, if I remember right, until you pay it. Basically hold your account ransom. I would have called the lot and asked where your car was. Wouldn't they be somewhat liable at that point since it was in their possession and they lost it? Not on any college campus I've been to.
Our campus cops American thing.
Always upvote quotes from Megamind, the most underrated animated movie of all time. Still saves time for the people that don't back in, though doesn't it. I do say the parking employees just need to suck it up and walk a few feet.
Or honor dance to the reality.
To be fair, these rules are so people aren't leaving this shit hut to anything they want to, and $15 ticket is simply, hey, stop doing this please, and out.
Then it would get reported stolen. That would make it worse.
Same at my school, except parking tickets are given out by the transportation department.
apartment which is a bunch of rent-a-cops. What the fuck is this? Where I went there was just one
big-ass parking lot.
PS a villain all right, but not a super villain. What ass? The difference presentation best line ever.
The school must not like money as much as well most of the other ones.
It seems. I think the real confession is you wore out the borrowed attachment.
Why knew it as the man?
I wiggled the hell out of it until there was enough give, then just lifted it out. They talk in the school parking lot, but Simon, you know they mean generic lol.
That's not what that sub is.
Basically every parking enforcement will give one warning, if you ask for it.
DBF if everyone started locking their bikes to handrails and should it D-block. Roads and make things look ugly, the rule is necessary.
Why do that when you can save money on bike racks and make money on parking fines?
What is the name? Now you go, the only reason these types of tickets exist is because rich people don't
Want normal people to have their ugly bikes out and about.
The school I went to was definitely very
Aware of how little parking there was, they still made $25.
Minimum fines from 50,000 tickets in 2016 though.
Should have told the city anyway afterwards. But you don't know the man has everywhere in the White House down the hall.
MS Mullins Chess the man.
also managed to do this. I think it was $500 in tickets, but my car was never
registered. I stopped after that because that's too much luck.
Well, the first part sounds like normal stuff.
You haven't broken the law, but you're inconveniencing people we care about more than you.
I did that visiting my now ex-GF in New York now in pound, but it was $250.
ticket for parking on a public road after 9 p.m. anyways. It's
been 9 years. I never paid it and I never will.
Right, that might cost more than a little $15 fine.
Obviously you really not a golfer.
But it might be, but telling it wouldn't be illegal. It is private property. I can't believe they really ticked a bicycle though.
Apparently pulled it out. They only go down like 8 inches.
Last time I got a parking ticket at a college, it was in a shitty
Little manila envelope and was not police official at all. I just
threw the thing out and probably forgot about it.
We have color-coded parking lots. Some colors cost more than others and they sell more parking stickers than they have spots.
My university had its own police, but legally speaking they were considered state patrol. You couldn't just leave campus too.
They escaped them because they had jurisdiction literally everywhere.
Yeah, seriously, what place lets you just lock your bike onto anything?
just double up on a bike rack slot or lock it up at the next closest. $1.15 for a ticket is nothing. Most campuses will require you to have your license written down somewhere. I love happy endings.
France a rent required in my state.
I didn't attend the college where I got the ticket, was just visiting a friend.
What college was this? Was it in Utah by any chance? Fucking and good on you, man.
Alright everyone, block this guy. We can let the man take over our lives.
Lucky it wasn't a diesel pump.
Oh yeah, they can do shit then.
This is actually a good lesson to not lock your bikes to signposts, at least not in areas where bike stealing is a problem. A lot of other signposts are just secured with a bolt at the bottom. I also did something like that in Boston, never heard anything about. 8 years later, also wasn't my car, so I guess I won't. Sounds like something in the southern part of the state. If you
Catch my drift had almost this exact thing happen like 3 weeks ago just. Wanted some goddamn Chick-fil-A.
My city specifically allows locking bikes to signposts it specifically.
This allows locking a bike or other vehicle to trees or street lamps, the sort.
The thing probably varies by jurisdiction.
He most likely locked it to a disabled parking sign.
But that's one of the big no-nos for locking your bike up. Never lock it to a disability parking sign. Do you really want to go to a lawless school with a bunch of dickheads with this attitude?
My parents paid, blah blah, but you will not thrive.
I do like to continue with my police report of this theft. I trust you guys will cuff yourselves. Do you go to my college?
I've driven over the center divider in a parking garage to drive out the entrance.
Because I didn't want to pay a $50 parking fee.
That's not true. Most will send a ticket to the DMV making it so that
You're unable to re-register your car without paying the ticket at least.
that's how it works here in California.
That new guy who got a large sticker with the college's logo on it for an event. Put it on the side of his car, and used staff parking, never got caught.
Holy shit, I just realized, but Gattaca is a reference to.
Jeans never watched it, but had heard of it. I imagine it is authorized specifically in legislation, assuming non-real campus security can actually do that.
This is way too funny. I love it.
UTK's cops have state jurisdiction, not just county. It's ridiculous.
I am the man.
The bot gets $8 a month apparently.
Yeah, but $8 metric is like 11 regular dollars.
Start a movement for more bike racks at your campus, please. It's
Bullshit. They ticket you for riding your bike to school when they are
the ones not providing adequate parking.
Hopefully that was a valuable lesson for the cops.
Bot metric doing the important work here. Let me click that pattern link and give you money for automatically converting to metric units or SSMH. That seems so petty, loved. They can arrest and charge me for hurting their feelings.
Then you sold it to an incoming freshman, right?
I know, but it's not really the other one either.
That's a good movie, you should watch it. Equals.
Should have called the cops, reported and sued that company.
I rest the spider.
As a scatterbrain wife, you earned some decent husband points with that move.
I walked to campus police to report my car stolen. They
Politely told me they had it towed instead.
But they could just get windshield placards.
How do you find what towed your person, taker? That's some solid Snape type shit, and I love it.
Today I parked my car on the sidewalk. My campus needs more parking spots. Yes.
This sounds just like my school. It's miserable.
They gotta pay for those heavy-duty flashlights somehow.
Colleges overcharge by tens of thousands of dollars per student, and yet available parking even for bikes.
Essentially, doesn't he exist at any given time? No worries.
My school parking services had access to police records.
Was it BYU by any chance? Unless it is a public university, even if not, it is still illegal to tow someone's car in some places.
PUFFDADDY.
I don't know how the parking enforcement people sleep at night. I imagine they get the stink eye from random people all day every day.
Not all states require front plates.
Province asks clearly it isn't two services, where enforcement and citations are enforcing regulations. I will always take time to say how much I love this movie.
I love this movie a lot.
By nearby colleges and universities would have cars towed for parking on any grass.
Definitely more than $15, if it was strong enough to cut a lock.
Campus security are the rent-a-cops most places have. Ledger police there as well though.